Drove the Jeep out here, we got the dump trailer coming, and we came out here to clean this site up. And granted, it's been weeks since we've been out here, but it appears that someone else has made it out here as well, and either burned most of it or picked it up. My guess is they burned it. You'll see lots of little examples of some of the damage that was done, but it looks like a lot of the stuff was effectively just dragged into fire pits and lit on fire. Still a lot of cleanup to do. And here comes Steve. You're on a log. Log.
Over here. Lovely.
You're underneath the
Yeah. There we go.
Stop. You need to be over here, not over here.
I'll have to pull over there and then pull over there.
There you go. That'll do. Okay. I can get out the trash can while he does that. Landslide. Or there's trash bag. Alright. Rainwater. Everything is wet. Needs to turn over there. But hey, I'm not going to argue if he can get it there. Oof. Well, all right, let's start off with a good intro. My name is Mac. Steve is over there. We are out here in beautiful Fall Creek. This is actually the Winberry area, and we have been out here before. And again and again and again. We were doing trash bag service for what, 2, 3, 4
Looks like
groups?
they left some for us. There was a
Yeah.
Then we had a individual, Willow, get out of that, get shot out here and killed. And we got a predominant large amount of the trash out of here, but well, had other stuff to do for the last couple weeks and came back, and what was left was gathered up into piles and burned, which is arguably worse and arguably better. So one way or another, we're gonna start cleaning all this crap up and get what we can out of here. I am not a proponent of burning this stuff. It makes nasty stuff. Releases all the plasticizers and everything out here. Willow, you want to go back in the car? You're gonna go in the car. Go play, do things like Lady's doing. Hi, you're going in the car. That's what happens. And you get to sit in the car. Wah. So yes, we have been over cleaning up the Umpqua, and while this is our backyard, we have not been over here for a while. We're bagging all this stuff up because we do not want it to end up all over the place, like my yard. We do not have enough time to dump all this stuff today. This stuff is gonna have to sit overnight at my place so Steve can go run a dump run tomorrow. And while it's not supposed to rain, if it did rain, we don't want leachate, which would be whatever leaks off of this stuff, getting all over our property. How's it looking over there?
Yeah, fine. I'm just looking for spikes and trees.
Yeah, I could. Did we ever get that one out of the one up in the top over here? I think we got that one.
I think we did. Borrow your knife, please.
Sure.
Yep.
More stuff to slash out of the woods.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah, out you go. Well, that's 2 large bags on this pile, and I'm guessing it'll be 3 or 4. It really depends on how crazy we get. Technically, anything leaching into the ground should be removed. We should probably be removing a good 6 to 8 inches. How many inches of dirt would we technically need to be removed?
Well,
I guess it all really depends on testing too.
we set our own standards, so we just remove dirt until it looks like it's more after.
But I guess if we were doing it to like some crazy standard, you'd be digging and you'd be testing and you'd be digging.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I think it was in the Paradise Fire.
Yeah.
They dug what was prescribed, then they tested, they found more stuff, they dug more, and some places had like 7 or 8 digs down until...
Well, this stuff can leach all the way down into the water.
Right, which is all the, Friends of Fall Creek watershed. The reason why we're getting this out of here is because this stuff burns, this stuff leaches into the water. The creek is right there. The creek runs right to our house. You don't think this is important. This is what you're drinking. Or worse, this is what you will be drinking.
Yeah, because
It was going to take a while for it to get into the water supply.
the Willamette is water supply for half the state.
Right. And this basically goes all the way to the sea. And worse is if stuff like batteries and things like this ends up in the groundwater, yeah, good luck trying to get that out. It's one thing when it's a surface contaminant. Wait till you contaminate your groundwater. I would dare say, venture that us picking up the stuff when it was lying around in bags and getting it out of here probably would have released 1/5 to 1/10 of the pollution that have now been unleashed on this spot.
Yeah, well, this burned batteries over here, burned fiberglass.
All of that stuff either went up in smoke, which was not good, or worse, turned into ash and went into the soil. Especially since we've now had several days of pretty torrential rain. War. Do we want a ramp so we can slide cans up?
I still have one working for me.
I kind of have one too. You can, I've been throwing 2 shovelfuls in after I get it up.
Oh. Oh, wait. That I can't do.
There's a bag, oh, you did grab that one.
Yeah.
What's that, tie them?
No, lift up here
Oh, I'm not.
to put the shovels in.
Oh,
I can't shovel it when it's up high.
Yes. And you've got not only your bum shoulder, well, repaired shoulder.
Yes, I'm not only my bionic.
But you also have that Popeye thing, where one of your muscles separated.
Yep.
I'm just doing this the lazy way and kicking it over and dragging.
Not lazy, that is efficient. That is ergonomic.
That smells like poo.
Oh yeah, that bag's in the middle is what that is.
Ah, yeah, there's shit leaking all over the trailer now. That one should have been double bagged.
Well, you can do that if you want to.
No, thank you. But in terms of trying not to leach stuff all over my place,
Yeah, well, we'll put bags around it, so.
we've already failed. Yeah, we're getting shit everywhere. Lady! There you are. Is there something fun back there that we don't know about? think we got most of the stuff Willow was eating anyways. Come on. So we got that fire pit to clean up probably. We got the one Steve's working on, that one and that one. So there's at least 4 or 5 fire pits. And then as Lady is, trust your dog's instincts. They know where stuff is. Lady, what'd you find back here? Come show me. You coming too, Willow? Willow! Come on down this way. I don't want you, why don't you guys find what you've been, oh, is that a, no, that wasn't a mushroom. I thought it was a, oh, there's a chunk here. Okay, so that's lovely. Grab that on the way out. What did you find down here, Lady? Okay, well, I don't necessarily see people doing bad stuff down here, so. This is an okay for, are you finding squirrels back here? Is that what you're doing, Lady? Looks like somebody, been chopping up wood. Trash bag. Oh yeah, that's a whole pile of stuff back here. Puzzle pieces. Wow. We know where this group came from. Ah. There's a bunch of little piles back here. And I did find a puzzle piece in one of the little piles.
Oh, nice.
Remember that last cleanup that we did out here, we found all those puzzle pieces? That sort of, kind of links this site to that, or to the stuff we found up the road. I think we're pretty good. I don't think it was nearly as much as I thought it was. A lot of times you see stuff like this in the bushes and icebergs. What are you finding back there, Lady? Fork. Having fun there?
Yep, playing lacrosse.
Cable ties, the bane of our existence. In 10,000 years, people will be able to identify our period archaeologically by cable ties. That is my prediction.
Carbon fiber.
Assuming there's anyone around who gives a damn anymore. Carbon fiber will be the new asbestos. Mark my words. What do you think of that statement?
Oh, I'm sure we'll come up with something worse.
Well, we will eventually, but what happened? Carbon fiber, the epoxies in carbon fiber will eventually start breaking down. And when they do, that stuff becomes friable. It's just as bad as asbestos. Possibly even worse. Because I believe carbon fiber filaments are arguably smaller than asbestos.
Yeah, but the question is, are they damaging, you know, are they spiky and sharp?
I believe they are. I've already seen research it. I mean, that's the reason why when they tell you to handle raw carbon fiber, you have to glove up and mask up and do all those precautions. They're not just telling you to do that because, you know, they think it's a good idea.
Well, I'm sure they're telling you to do that because the lawyer said we don't know what this is yet.
Well, there's arguably, I can't argue against that.
I don't know that there's any history of mesothelioma from carbon fiber yet.
Yet. And it's a lot less likely to occur simply because our generation, this generation, is much more inclined to wear PPE.
Yeah.
PPE is readily available and inexpensive,
There are no,
as opposed to previous generations where it's like, shut up and go in the mine.
yeah, there are no blue-collar workers mining carbon fiber.
Right.
I'm getting down to the worms, which is good.
If the worms are alive, I suppose that's
Yep.
not terrible. This is definitely the time to get it before it sits here all winter.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably it's had a couple good rainstorms, but it hasn't sat here all winter. And I'd much rather get it now than after it's had 6 to 8 months of constant unrelenting rain.
Yeah.
Not ideal nonetheless, but if we're going on incrementals.
And on your way out, let's stop at the rock slide and strategize moving that down to here.
Okay. Well, I was my original strategy was put the tractor in the dump trailer, come down here, use the tractor, or come out here, load the landslide into the dump trailer as we came here.
Yeah. Would the tractor be able to lift all of that?
I don't know. We'd lift what we could.
Right.
We'd load the dump trailer up with the landslide stuff, and then I'd follow you in the tractor, or then I'd drive the tractor down here.
Yeah, I'm thinking we want the excavator.
Well, granted, that would obviously make it easier, but that was where I was thinking was, oh, hey, found a new rake.
Nature.
In terms of using what we've got,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Well, it'll be
Then-
easier
then-
with the excavator to dig.
Then I would have had you dump the landslide here.
Yeah.
We would have used the tractor to load the trash. You would have gone dumped the trash, come back, and while you were gone, I would have iceberged whatever rocks I could have. So that was,
Well, on the way out, let's stop, because if the tractor can load all of that,
well, it can't load all of it,
then we'll get the excavator.
but it can load most of it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to say the tractor can load all of it. You know it, I know it. You've operated the tractor as much as I have. Well, I guess the wilderness provided.
Yeah.
This is what happens. You come on out here and you need just the right tool, and sometimes you will find it. I don't know how many rakes, shovels, random socket tools, other things. I've gathered up a whole bunch of sockets doing this. Granted, of course, I haven't found anything useful like a 10 mil. What you finding back there, Willow? Finding batteries? You're just finding the stinky stuff. No, you. Oh, and other trash news, they were doing a beach trash cleanup in Adelaide in Australia. Came across a bottle that had been thrown off a ship in 1917.
Wow.
Had still a wet but still readable letter from soldiers who were shipping out to World War II. One died in action and another one survived. And they were able to track down descendants and get them the letter. It's arguably the whole someone out there is probably making an argument that we're ruining future archaeological studies here.
Well, ash piles are
coming up. You're gonna play in all the poop too? Okay, well let's get out. Let's get out of there. Out of here. Out of here. Do we have any dry zorb?
No, we got the big nets.
I need dry zorb. Yeah, you can. We got shit leaking everywhere. There you go. You want to hand me the shovel?
Which one?
That one right there.
Busted.
It is. This one's probably going into the dump. Oh, yeah, that was not pleasant. Willow, get out of here. Out. Actually, I do have dry zorb. Not a lot of dry zorb, but I do have my emergency spill kit in my Jeep. It might just be enough. Utility to tying all these, especially since the second you start moving around they start slicing up, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Finally dropped off the end.
Yep, well,
It's gonna try to make it a little safer.
yeah.
You got your sawzall, don't you?
I do. Back passenger side.
Nope, never mind. I win. Never happened. Just a shorter shovel. It's amazing that thing started out as a bright red.
Yeah.
You down there playing in the creek? Having lots of fun? Causing all sorts of trouble?
Yours.
Listen there, sweetie girl. Hi. There's another rock you can free.
Fly, be free.
Go free, rock. Go free. I'm making this one intolerably heavy. But I got half shoulder Steve here, so. Not fully, but you know, enough to fully utilize the bag. I guess if we really want to use the bag up, we should grab a couple cans. Because the cans, there are aplenty. Oh yeah, and these are full. Mmm, yummy. Oh yeah, because ostensibly, the footnote to all of this is that's effectively what this volunteer organization is it's your and I's exercise club.
Yeah, well.
Yes, you too can get a comprehensive workout.
Yeah, makes me feel better about having French fries. And I'm not snacking when I'm out here, you know.
Yeah. For some reason, why would you not feel compelled to eat snack food while, you know, picking up half-roasted cans of food that have been sitting out here for months and human excrement?
Yeah.
I would imagine that would curb anyone's.
Well, that and I'm having too much fun.
Yeah. Well, the fun comes from the camaraderie, not from the.
Well, yes, you know, 90%, but making this better, you know,
Oh yeah.
A little OCD. This is like, you know, organizing my spice collection, which I never do, but you know.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Come around. The disheartening thing, however, though, is when we clean up one of these sites and then come back and find the proverbial mint has been left on the pillow, as you like to say.
Well, I think of it as job security, except this isn't a job and we're not getting paid, but whatever.
And there's nothing secure about it?
Yeah.
Or job insecurity.
Yeah. We're karma farming.
Yeah. If you want to go that way. I had to accept a break in my taxes for all the federal volunteer work we're doing.
Well, unfortunately, Congress hasn't updated the volunteer mileage rate since the 70s. So,
Well, you know, gas mileage hasn't changed a bit since the 1970s.
yeah, and gas prices either.
No. No.
And insurance, you know, that stayed the same.
Oh, yeah. Tires.
Yep.
Mechanical work, you know.
The, you know, complexity of
The complexity of
engines.
vehicles, yeah. Yeah, my 2016 Ford looks identical to a 1973 Torino.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to do a little bit of raking here. We need to do some cans. Awful reason we ended up in Macy's. But I looked around Macy's and I thought, my first thought was, as I'm looking around Macy's, was, wow, I could house a whole lot of people in this place. You look at all this empty space and there's hard.
Yeah, and malls have food courts and
Well,
toilets and
you've got all the infrastructure you need to house.
places to walk.
Yeah. Fountains to take a crap in.
Yeah, really. Lots of parking.
Yeah, for all the RVs.
Yeah. Public transit, usually.
It would be kind of nice to dismantle abandoned RVs in a covered parking lot.
Yeah.
I would not argue. Yeah, not a whole lot left here. Get this finished cleaning up. Oh. Hi. What's going on? I'd let you give me kisses, but I'm afraid you've been into things. It smells like poop. That's probably that right there. as the ends of this camp were throwing things willy-nilly into the bushes. Well, at least they didn't necessarily burn it in situ. At least they piled it up, so I will say it's slightly easier to shovel it up, slightly. And then you get wood laced with nails.
Yeah, I've sort of got a clear spot over there for rocks.
We know all about mystery liquids, like our 55-gallon drum of methylated urine.
Yeah.
That was.
More than I care to about mystery liquids.
That wasn't too far away. That was one drainage over in Fall Creek.
Yep.
And we were out cleaning up a campsite, much like this campsite. And sitting there in the bushes was a 55-gallon drum that we more or less blissfully just rolled into the back of your truck and hauled it off to hazmat.
Well, we checked it for volatile organics first.
Okay, how do you check for volatile organics?
Sniff test. Stupid, but
If you don't get high, it's good.
well,
It doesn't smell like benzene, toluene.
doesn't smell like
Gasoline.
something that's gonna blow up.
Doesn't smell like one of the enes.
Yeah. Yeah, get out of there. Wouldn't it be cool if...
Case in point, let's pick on the Forest Service, because ostensibly the Forest Service sent our folks here. They have a policy, or an official or otherwise, to ask the unhoused inhabitants of the Willamette National Forest to come to
Well, I don't
Winberry.
think they ask them to come here. I think they tell them that there's nobody out here to bother you.
Because I generally think that the Forest Service, national parks, a lot of the places that manage our wild and outdoor spaces, think that they don't have an unhoused problem. Or like to pretend that they don't.
Well, and this rock's got too much stuff glued on it, so
Yeah.
it needs to go.
Oh yeah. Rocks with too much accretions that just need to be disposed of. Yeah, so I'm all for people camping here, but not necessarily driving an abandoned vehicle in here and, well, abandoning the vehicle. Case in point, unregistered, unlicensed vehicles.
Yeah.
We've talked to the Forest Service about that, and as far as I am concerned, if you are in the woods camping in an unlicensed, unregistered vehicle, you are not camping. And quite honestly, if the Forest Service really wants to do something about this problem, then they should provide services so stuff like this doesn't happen. Trash service, bathrooms, outreach, a lot of which can be provided for little or no cost simply by partnering with other agencies.
Yes, or by us.
Or by us. Shovel this one just a little too spicy. And my left shoulder's giving out on me, so I might as well take it somewhat easy.
Yeah, no sense killing ourselves. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
Well, and if we killed ourselves, then who would pick all this crap up?
Kill ourselves, who would pick us up?
And this is also one of those sites where kind of once you've unleashed the pollutants, we can get 90-95% of this. Well, maybe even 80. I mean, I'm not going to argue percentages. So where'd the trash bags go? Back of the... Hi.
Yep.
Walked off. But we're never going to get all of this. Some of the worst damage that I see at these sites is what's getting done to a lot of these old growth trees like this. Because realistically, a lot of the attraction to these places is the trees.
Yeah, look at that one.
Yeah, I mean, that one. They were just hacking into these trees, and you can't tell me that that one wasn't cut down.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these sites where old growth trees were cut down for firewood. Well, if I get the fact that if you're out here camping, you have the right to cut down a tree or two to make a campfire.
Actually, you don't.
You don't.
You can harvest down trees.
Okay. Well, at least Willow, quit.
Against the regs, you cut down trees for firewood.
And so we see a bunch of these sites where people are either cutting trees down for firewood or illegal timber harvesting altogether.
Yeah.
Cedar is worth something these days. And there's a couple mills, I think, that don't ask questions. Okay.
I think we're sort of close to done.
I think we definitely need to peruse the...
yeah, I need to pull forward so we can get under the field.
and peruse the shrubbery.
Yep. Bring me a shrubbery.
You want to help me lift this one? Oh yeah, much improved site.
Yep.
Maybe we'll do something too about all the stacked rocks.
Well, when we come up with the excavator, it'll be easy just to gauge. Unless the arsonist got there too.
Again, I was kind of figuring we'd fill this dump trailer up at this site.
Yeah.
So, I am not very happy that it got burned, but I am happy that I got it cleaned up. All right, we need to wander around a little bit, find some trash. I don't know if that's trash or... Oh, we got another fire pit over here. I don't know if we want to get this one or this one.
It didn't look that dirty.
Okay. More tree damage. I mean, really. And I believe these guys brought in enough wood at some point or another to start building structures, right? It was the shooting that really precipitated the mass evacuation of people.
Yeah. There's a bunch of micro here, but we're just going to cover it with rock, so I think it'll...
Oh yeah, falls are really running. Off we go. Old spray paint can. Oh yeah, it's bush breaking up. And we have bags of something down here. that. A bunch of stuff over there. Lovely. All sorts of stuff back in here. I spent a little bit to get this cleaned up. Well, update. I have filled up an entire trash can here. And there are 2 or 3 pieces of carpet. It looks like I even missed something. And back there, I found more stuff. So, and Steve just said he found a whole bag over there. So, we're in for it. So, yeah, I think grab the bags and keep going. Things like this. Full caches. It's everywhere. It's all the way down that hillside. They just spread this stuff everywhere. Alright, we're out of here. Wet dogs. Alright, we're out of here. We're gonna look at one site real quick on the way out. Check it out. Over on 1802. I think this is the 150 road. And we'll be out of here. Get this up to the dump. No, you cannot lick me. Looks like our site is reoccupied. All sorts of stuff out here.